Good morning, you all. I watch. It's 10 a.m. 2/26/2020. I think the reason I want to keep doing this way, and I believe somebody's in my laptop again this morning, because all of a sudden I got this icon at the bottom of my screen that shouldn't be there, and it's an icon of a microphone. If you're listening, but anyway. I always watch the blow by blow from Mark Dice when it comes to the Democratic debates. Oh, it just went away. Imagine that. You know, people can say I'm paranoid or it ain't happening. I've been messing with computers probably the last 18, 19 years. I ain't too much on software programming type stuff. But damn, if I can build one badass gaming computer because I've done it. I've built 2 or 3 for myself and 4 or 5 others for other people, and everybody liked them. But anyway, that's another story. Mark Dice, the blow by blow with the Democratic Party. For anybody that sees this, and I'll tell you again, the date is 2/26/2020. Okay, so y'all have an understanding to gauge this by date. You see over my shoulder who we're voting for. Okay, I've heard for years, and I'd seen it before, glimmers of it, but it was well shaded, jaded, and hidden. That these people will tell you anything as long as they get the seat of power known as the president. Okay. Damn, if that ain't obvious as hell now, the 10th Democratic debate last night. Damn, if that wasn't a monkey circus. Period. There wasn't nobody leading that circus at all last night. Who was the winner in it? All of them was losers. Period. If anybody can't, y'all can't see this, okay? Okay, Buttigieg. He's a faux faggot. Period. That man has never, if he's ever bowed down or bent over, okay, and his faux boyfriend, he is a plant for the CIA. Period. Okay. No, he's a plant for the CIA. No, he's the pick for the deep state. Okay, I know this for a fact too. Comes out last night. Seen it. Now I've seen it again this morning. He's mimicking Barry Santero, aka otherwise known as Barack Hussein Obama, speeches, word for word. People's catching it. People's trying to show people. Okay. Pocahontas. She is going to lie to you no matter what. Whatever fits her narrative at the time, her mind. If she sees opportunity to jump off a bridge that's 1,000 feet in the air, she'd do it. Okay. That's how dedicated and stupid she is. Okay. Bloomberg, I kind of hinted around to it, I think, before. And if I haven't, here's what I see of Bloomberg. Bloomberg is a plant against the Democratic Party. And I believe he's got some kind of ties to Hilderbeest. I believe that's what he's there for. Because the money that's backing him, being supposedly his money, I believe part of the money that he's using, or maybe more, he probably ain't stuck his first nickel of money into this. Just like people's done started catching how Soros is spending all these millions of dollars. It ain't Soros' money. It's funneled back through the taxpayers and these sheltered corporations and these foundations. It's funneled back to him so it could be addressed and put out by him like he did it. It ain't even his money. Joe Biden claims this astronomical number of people dying from gun violence, and these statistics they grab up from the air, man, is just unbelievable. Pulling at our heartstrings. People, please have an understanding. If you haven't seen it by now, just like me, I've kind of seen bits and pieces and never really put it together, but them 7 on stage last night through Mark's Dice when I watched his segment on it, you could see it and hear it in every damn one of them, okay? If they haven't sold their soul to the devil, they're gearing up to get it done, okay? Just to get people's votes. I believe this was the key for me. Could be wrong. That actually keeps these assholes from completely taking over. This every 4 years bullshit. Because somehow or another, they've gotten around every known law known to man, these so-called rules of laws. But for some reason, they still have to use us every 4 years. And I'm seeing it as a usury anymore. Even though this is the first time I've ever voted for anybody in my life, and it will be Trump. Orange Man, not so bad if you look at them 7 on stage and have an understanding. These people would sell their own mother. Oh, let's put it this way. Bloomberg auctioned off his daughter in Japan for business deals, a 16-year-old girl. Do you really want to vote for something like that? That little midget, he's a mental midget as well, not just short. I'm not all that tall either, but I've got more common sense than that. This just blows me away. Like I said, everyone on Bernie Sanders, poor Bernie Sanders, he wants to keep pumping up Fidel Castro. And for anybody that's a little younger sees this video, please don't take this totally the wrong way, but I'm sure hopefully there's somebody in y'all's lives that's done smacked y'all on the back of the head and made y'all go look to see who this son of a bitch was, okay? Yeah, he's a SOB. He keeps pumping it up where Fidel Castro started that educational program, and over in China, the same kind of bullshit. But he's leaving out 2 words in that conversation that makes the sense for everybody else to understand what's going on. He keeps hollering about how these people educated these people and brought them up from the slums and made them more people, made them more of a person. The 2 little words or 2 little letters that he keeps leaving out of that sentence is put it in front of education. It's called re-education, okay? To follow the fucking dictator. Bernie. It just blows me away, man. And that one poor woman, I can't even remember her name, but she falls in and out of the potholes. What I mean is, if one of them says something extremely stupid, which is a lot of times, okay, she picks it up, runs with it, twists it, turns it to see how it's going to work for her on stage. None of them's got no moral sensibility. They're pretty much all puppets. Biden, he's a used up puppet, and it's going to come to that for everybody to see this. And what I'm gathering from Q and the X22 report and a few other people that I watch and listen to, it ain't going to be too much longer. There's going to be a mass Reeducation for us, for the ones that ain't woke up. Okay. The sad thing about reeducation, okay, it's got its good sides and bad sides. Used for a dictator, that's his purpose. That's what he uses it for. Used to wake the masses up from their sleep and their zombiehood, it's going to be a wonderful thing. But it's also going to be scary as shit for some people because they've been led to believe somehow or another these people are holier than thou. They're people. They put their damn pants on the same way we do, one leg at a time. Unless they're firefighters, then they're taught how to jump up, jump in their pants, both legs at the same time with their boots. Okay. It kills me, man. Trump goes to India. Anywhere from 110 to 125,000 people show up to see Trump. Every one of them wearing a white baseball cap that says "Make America Great Again." And these Democrats think they got a chance. This is almost like they're living in a reality. Other than I know they're getting the ones that are bottom feeders, in which most of them up are. There's money coming in for them in their coffers. Bernie plays dumb and he's broke and poor, but his little, forgive me for saying this, because it ain't right for me to look down on nobody. And I ain't the prettiest motherfucker in the world, that's for damn sure. But that's about one of the most ugliest women that I think I've ever seen. But she looks beautiful to Bernie because she's worth multi-millions of dollars that she's sucking down, hiding, transferring wealth into her family, his family, shuffling around like Bernie's broke. Okay? That's just it in a nutshell. Tom Steyer, he must have a whole lot to hide because the man's up there trying to run for president. I believe there's going to be all kinds of chaos here pretty soon. I give it a month. And I'm not no prophet. I'm just giving prediction. I'm not giving no exact date. I'm just saying within a month that we're going to be seeing some things that some of us has been waiting for, or a lot of us has been waiting for, because there's a lot of us done woke up and seen the writing on the wall and know who our true enemy is. And all of us is fighting the same damn enemy. That's the sucky part. Some are still fooled believing the enemy is this kindly old man that gives out candy on the weekends, or a kindly old grandma that bakes us a cake when we go to her house. These people would snatch up a newborn baby and stick a stainless steel straw in the back of its neck so fast it'd make your damn head spin. They give shit less about life. Now, as long as it's theirs, it's okay. But if it's belonging to somebody else, they give a shit less. And for anybody that's of color, black, Mexican, as long as you're here and here legally, born here, I can't talk about the anchor babies because that's been a con for probably a good 20 years now. But for everyone that believes in the Democratic Party, I suggest y'all to go weigh your balances. If you don't understand what I mean is, whoever you deciding you might be running or wanting to vote for on the Democratic side, please take your time. And there's no bullshit intended. It won't take you, any of y'all, very long to figure out. Just pick one. Then start researching that one. Okay? Y'all can set you up a Democratic hit list. Okay? I don't want to vote for that son of a bitch because it believes this way. I can't call it a he or she because these people are meat puppets walking around acting like human beings, men and women. They're not men and women. They're not almost, they're not human. They're not even, their brain, uh, this started dysfunctioning a long time ago. And the deeper they get in this, the worse they're going to get. And y'all going to see it. Like I said, the faux fag, Buttigieg, what a hell of a name, man. Uh, calls himself out of the closet gay. I'm sorry, man. I'm gay too. Okay, um, I'm a lesbian. I like licking a lot of puss. Okay, forgive my language, but I'm trying to get some kind of common sense in somebody's head that might see this. I'm hoping I'm making some kind of a change in the way people see and perceive things. Um, this thin line that we're walking right now, and where most of us is on the edge, not the right or the left, but on the edge, looking both ways. So watching this crap. And last night was, like I said, a big example. That circus had no moderator. Period. They spent more time yelling over top of each other than anything else. They can't even get themselves together enough to make us believe what they're trying to tell us. It's a thing that pretty soon, like I said, I believe Bloomberg's a plant. I don't believe that SOB wanted to be even thinking about running for president. Somebody persuaded him because they needed leverage to get into the party, and I think y'all know who I'm talking about. The Hillary Beast. She ain't down and out. She keeps tweeting. I'm also letting y'all know the hidden agenda may be Michael. And if y'all don't know who Michael is, that's the AKA Michelle Obama. And for anybody who wants to believe that's a woman, um, y'all don't know much about gender. And there's only two. Remember that too. The male or female. There ain't 500 like the LGBT tries to tell every damn body. Okay? They found ways to take a small majority of people and blow them up through the media. Like these people are tremendous. 0.1% of the population of the fucking world, people. Think about that. Here's me. I got a little brother that's gay. That's his choice. He made that choice. Okay? Other than that, he's still my brother. He's retarded in a lot of his thinking too, because he's allowed himself to get caught up in the groupthink, the beehive of minds to go along to get along, so to speak. But his day of awakening's coming too. Uh, my mother, she stands on the outside seeing what's going on, understands now a lot that has been going on, but she's not willing to cross the line. She wants to still um, walk on that little so-called thin edge. My sister, she don't have a clue what's going on. She's got 500 friends on Facebook. You know, when we was growing up, a friend was somebody that you can walk up to and poke in the chest, or, hey, how you doing? Shake their hand, grab them, pick them up. That's a fucking friend. That's a real friend. Not a motherfucking picture or a video from some motherfucker 10 states over. That's bullshit. Okay? You can befriend them as people, okay? But does that individual have your back when your world falls to shit? They might have some kind words. Other than that, that's as far as it goes. Okay? They took something, again, that's semi-real and tried to convince most people that it's real. I tried to tell people 15, 20 years ago, stay away from Facebook. It was like a light went off in my head. Like I said, I know things without knowing why I know them. I knew then what I seen in Facebook and MySpace, that all this bullshit was a trap. it made a good source of communication through the world. And now I was wondering why Elon Musk was basically not giving a shit about his products of his cars and his trucks. Well, he's on an adventure with SpaceX that he's going to be worth 5 times as much as he is right now. Okay. They've already started sending up the little satellites. He sent off 60 the other day. They're supposed to basically be a net, cover the world with these little bitty satellites. Low flying satellites. We can actually even see them with our human eye, like little dots following each other. Okay, they're going to create a grid. They're going to be low level, low atmosphere satellites. He sent up 60 in one rocket. So, what is that, size of a pizza box maybe? Plus, we're supposed to have a pizza box sized antenna strapped to our house so these things can use basically 4G technology and increase it by 100-fold. Okay, makes our internet. They said download a movie that normally takes 10-15 minutes on what we do have now takes 1 minute. Okay, but it's still going to be up to our IP providers. I'm Frontier on how much they want to fucking throttle it back, because they get charged an X amount of dollars for using these things. Then they send the cost on to us. I'm paying $50-some a month for so-called high-speed access on a DSL. Okay, then I run wireless on my laptops. I'm figuring I shouldn't be paying no more than about $25 a month, but I'm paying $50-some a month. Okay, so I'm probably doubling. I'm like, there's basically they're getting 2 payments out of one out of every customer. That's how I'm seeing it. But anyway, that's the next formulated thing to happen, and it's happening now. The 5G. People was talking about the coronavirus. The coronavirus is, you could go pick up a can of Lysol and read the back of it, and it kills this virus. Okay? So, if a can of Lysol could kill this virus on contact, okay, how is it so big, broad, and spread out? Well, the deep state's using this for a game, again, the fear tactic. Then, for me, I started watching these videos of these people walking around, and just out of the blue, they're videotaping somebody falling dead on the street. Not one video, but multitudes of videos. How do they do that? Okay. Is this individual that supposedly just fell dead in front of this video or this phone or video camera, whatever they was using to upload to the internet, how many of these people jump back up after they cut the feed? Okay. Or is it the 5G and China is trying to kill off a big part of its population, because there's this thing called a country being broken or broke, period. Trump done what he needed to do to sign these deals for us and the country, and then he went completely around them to India. India, y'all watch. I'm making this prediction again. It's a prediction today, not no profit. 2/26/2020. India will be our new China. All of our little pretties and throwaway shit that we've been getting from China for years that cost little to nothing, India will be the next producer of all of these things. Watch it happen. Remember where India is located, how close it is to these countries, other countries. Okay, the fallen dead of these people. One, who in their right mind, if they knew that this so-called coronavirus would affect them, why are they out there running, and how are they out there running around on the street when everybody's on lockdown? See, they show us these terrible pictures, then we forget about all the other stuff they done told us. Well, I don't no more. That veil, I keep pulling it back. Every time I see something like that, I start questioning it. And I hope to God everybody else that sees this video does the same now, or has been doing it. Okay? Because logical and common sense don't make none when it comes to these people pushing their agenda on us, these fear tactics. It's already been proven there is a coronavirus. Okay? It's even on the back of a fucking Lysol can in your house if you use Lysol to kill these viruses. Okay? So that's been proven. Then they claiming that it went weaponized. Well, who weaponized it? Okay? And if it is weaponized, who in their right fucking minds out there running around videotaping people falling over dead at the exact perfect time? Okay? Not one, but multitudes of these videos of people just right on the damn ground dying. Okay? Then you hear 5G and the small microwave burst that this 5G uses. It's a narrow band. It's not a wide band. Okay? That narrow band can be used as a weapon. If this narrow band hits a human body, okay, for a period of time, it starts taking molecules out of the oxygen in our body, okay? After so much is depleted, the human body, the lungs shut down. They don't even grasp. They just hit the ground, supposedly. This is what's going on. The people that was taking off these cruise ships, this is what everybody wants to talk. Well, they wasn't in China. Well, no, they don't have to be when the cruise ship was just outfitted with $17 billion worth of 5G equipment. As soon as most of these people get off that cruise ship, okay, or they shut the 5G down on that cruise ship, most of these people went within hours or 24 hours, all this coronavirus symptoms goes the fuck away. This has been proven too. The next scenario, okay, Deep State done this to try to destroy Trump and the so-called economy. Even though we're living in a fantasy world too on the economy, there is certain things that is going on that is good, but we got to have an understand it's still being run through the central bank, Federal Reserve. Okay? When they done what they done, Trump used it to his advantage. Okay? He shut down travel in the United States. But every country out there had to do the same thing too, my understanding. They didn't want to let it out. They act like it was dotted things going on, and this country done it, and maybe this one, or maybe that one. No, my understanding, all travel got pretty much banned. Okay, this was sometime last week. Trump used it to his advantage. So did these other countries trying to weed out the deep state, because the deep state couldn't just jump up and run anywhere they wanted to anymore, because air travel was shut down. So how many people ended up in jail? That tally will be coming out here soon too. And yeah, there is things happening, of course. It just ain't happening fast enough. Then when you actually see how bad our government has been infiltrated by, they call the MB, okay? The MB stands for the Muslim Brotherhood. And most of our seats of power in our government, okay, not, it don't belong to nobody else. It's our government, our employees, okay? They, all the way to the top, president down, they're dotted all over the place. These Muslim Brotherhood people that's been accepting money and doing what they wanted them to do. A lot of them's camouflaged. A lot of them's chameleons. Uh, they claim themselves to be one way and go over here and do something else and back in line to lockstep to the good again. These people are, what do you call them, double agent? That's about what they are. In some cases, they're even triple agents. But anyway, y'all, I had to get this on here, I thought, and I hope to God, people, I believe so, that anybody that thinks that they want to vote for a Democrat, pick one. Do your homework 5 days. I challenge you to do it. Pick one you think you could vote for, do your homework, do the research on that said individual, and see what these people are made of. I don't think it'll take 5 days. It might take less than 24 hours if you're real with yourself and truthful with yourself, and have an understanding of what a truth is and a lie is, and also some moral construct that comes from here, that you got to use this to determine what right and wrong is. I got a rooster sometimes that thinks he's a chicken. Y'all hear that? I don't know why he does that. But anyway, y'all have a good day. Thank you.